This is the Euro Australian dollar. I'm looking at a 1 hour time frame right now. And currently we've got a candle that has moved down quite aggressively, enough to have the TBL suggest that the trend is down. So we've got a bias to the downside. We've got this long-term trend with the red TBL dot. We've got the big tetragram candle to the downside. It's big and red. So that has validated the trend being down. So at this point, I want to wait and get a pullback where the tetragram either turns to small red or small gray. Now, a couple candles have passed. And what's happened is we did get the small gray tetragram, but also the TBL has turned green. So at this point, the bias, the long-term trend bias is long again. So it's up. So now, whatever thoughts we had about trading short, they've been scrapped. We are not going to be looking for short trades. We're going to be looking for a long trade. Now, the uptrend has not been validated or confirmed yet. We need to have a big green tetragram bar. So the next candle opens and we get that big green tetragram bar. So we have a move to the upside. That tetragram bar is green. That validates the trend. So at this point, what I'm going to do is be waiting for the pullback. The trend is up. It's been validated. We need the market to pull back into the indicators. We need to have either a small green tetragram bar or a small gray tetragram bar. 3 more candles have opened and closed, and that close of this particular candle has produced a small gray tetragram bar. So now a couple of things are going to happen. Price is either going to keep going down and cancel all of our thoughts for a long trade, or the price is going to print a couple more grays, or it's going to print a small green or a big green. Now we're looking for one of those last two. We're looking for either a small green bar for an aggressive long or a big green bar on the tetragram for a conservative long. So what we've got was 2 gray bars followed by a small green bar. Now this candle has printed a small green tetragram bar. This becomes an aggressive long entry. We can take this if we're willing to risk an aggressive entry. And that is what I'm going to do. I am going to take a long trade based on this aggressive entry. The trend is up. We had the validation of the trend. We had the pullback and now the aggressive signal to go long. Stop loss has been placed. Our entry has been we got into the market. Stop loss has been placed underneath the TBM. So we've got not on the dot, but just under it. And then a 1-to-1 take profit has been placed as well. So now we manage the trade. We're not waiting for anything else. We're going to manage the trade at this point. And as the trade progresses, we are going to move the stop along the TBM. So the next candle prints and the TBM doesn't really move. It doesn't move too far at all. So what I'm going to do is nothing. I'm just going to leave the stop loss where it is. Another bar prints and the TBM does move enough for me to move my stop loss. So I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. It's about a pip or so. And finally, we're able to move just under the TBM dot, but the price was very aggressive. It took out our take profit very quickly. And we won this trade with very little problem. Now, there was a pullback in this area here. This wick at one point was a gray candle. And it was looking scary. It was getting very close to our stop loss. But it did move in the direction of the trend. And we did get a nice winner out of this.